Yoga for healing. What's up? What's up? We're back with part two, and I shuffled and pulled a few from this deck, and I was amazed at what I was seeing. Because for the first card out, with them hoarding and wanting control, and them being blocked from using their kinky ways, and they're not getting any cuffing season, meaning they're not getting our energy. They're not gaining influence, and they know that. This fell out sideways. Reading in the upright, gaining influence, you are gaining a platform, a following of individuals who are drawn to your message, and they are not. They are not influencing a powerful gift, and they are not using it to inspire, uplift, or create a meaningful change. Sideways. And then as far as them feeling incomplete, having no closure, still feeling overwhelmed because they want to court you, wine and dine you because they need a helping hand. And they expect, because you're an empath, that you would give it. Because help is arriving, whether through a kind word, a generous act, or unseen forces working in our favor. There's your closure right there. In the past, they were called to be their higher self, to walk through that portal. They forgot. Our higher selves watch over us. A timeless aspect of ourselves, souls, each of our souls, that knows the way. When doubt clouds our vision, we were to turn inward and ask, what insight does my higher self have to offer? But see, they hadn't learned the lesson. So now, since they wanted to use illusions of lust and work in groups, and now they're broken-hearted, still trying to stand guard, sitting in resentment. And there we have 29, 11. Because they see that door was open and they didn't walk through. They sit in resentment. A quiet thief it is, stealing their joy and chaining them to the past. What they are holding weighs them down, not the one they wronged. How about those cookies? And at the bottom of the deck, we have bad weather, number 5. That umbrella of protection that they wanted to stand up under with you. As the clouds gather and the winds howl, a storm is inevitable. This is not a time to fight the elements, but to prepare your reschedule, your plans. Ashe, ashe, ashe. That is very clear, and I give gratitude to the Most High, the ancestors, the spirit guides, the totem animals, the wind, the earth, the water, and the fire. Ashe. Thank you. I give gratitude for the connection that I have with the Holy Spirit. I give thanks for those that are awakened, living and speaking and walking, breathing in their truth and in their purpose, always working for their higher self, not sitting in resentment, not looking for a helping hand. Those now are sitting and thinking, having to self-reflect. learning more to gain insight of where they actually sit. Yes, they're craving and missing you. They're supposed to. It's part of their karma. So when you come up in a read with one of these energies and you want to say they miss you, you should be picking up that other energy too. Otherwise, what the hell are you doing? Either you're that clueless or you're working for them, period. And you are also being seen. Not gaining influence, but cursed yourself with your negative mindset. The line has been drawn and the boundaries has been made. The shift has occurred and there are two sides. Enough is enough. Now they're getting clearly the answer is no. They made their choices. Now they must sit where they chose. They're wanting a helping hand. They don't want this to end. They don't want us to walk away. They need us. We must resist these secret admirers, those that want to suppress and make us timid, those that we had contracts with that were supposed to be of unity, a deep love connection, but they chose otherwise. They resisted that higher self. Reminiscing. Dwelling in the past on what they once had. They're now gaining some lessons, but they still have to go a distance, and we must keep our separation, the space, the blockage, because they are cursed. That curse is not going to be lifted because you accepted them back in. You only bring it to yourself. They are sitting in resentment. They don't want to go down alone. But there's no chemistry. What's done is done. What's dead is dead. And they are stuck in a hot, cold situation where they thought they had multiple choices, but they are in conflict. What do we need to know about this resistance? They're longing, craving, aching, because they know it's only you. And they want to be attached. They're craving, but it's part of their karma to awaken and see and feel what they refuse to feel. So they're longing and aching, and they are cursed. And they only know about chasing, toxicity. Wanting you to be receptive, empathetic, and vulnerable, open to them. That won't happen. But they're chasing. They know that you have healed, still healing. You have released, purified, and cleansed your energy. You have a better perspective. You're better off, happy, and in a clear head space. What do we need to know about this energy that's cursed? This was someone that was supposed to commit to you. And now, since you've turned your back, they're trying to manifest you back. But you're maintaining your boundaries. You drew the line. And you staying withdrawn, single, and solitary. And they are sinking, hopeless, and falling apart. And I think that's enough to be said, because we are aware that they are in bad weather. Yes, they are sorry and they wish they could take it all back, but that's only because they did not succeed in your death. That's the rest of this message. We're going to leave it here for part 2. Their lust, their deceit, their tricks, the way they wish to go about things instead of heal, now they must suffer the cost. The cause and effect. And they have to reflect on that.